What's up everyone, welcome back to the Devlog. Um, Today I'm going to show a few things that I've done, kind of like not articulated very well, to be honest. I just kind of went all over the place and did a bunch of things. First of all, I'm going to show you the dialogue system that I made. Actually, I already recorded this video where I explained why this dialogue system is bad, and to be honest, it was kind of boring and heavy, so I'm just gonna go over it and to show you not really how it works, but what I've done, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. To be honest, just going to tell you it's not very good. It works, right? But it's not going to be able to be reliable in the future of the game. So I'm probably gonna change it, but yeah, I figured just going over all the details and stuff like that is kind of boring. So right. So basically, him. Oh, maybe not him actually. Um, Never mind. Yeah, because yeah, I modified a few things while I was explaining in the last video, so I wasn't sure that the dialogue still worked properly. But yeah, it does. So basically, as you probably saw, you can talk to people, they can ask you questions, and you can answer. And it can also completely crash because you modified the game in an earlier video. So the game crashed. Don't worry about that. Just to tell you, uh, normally it works. I just modified a few things in my last recording sesh, and which made it bug. But yeah, basically, um, the way it works, real quick, is that in the text file, I write all the dialogue, and each dialogue has a label, a name, and in the last video I modified the names of the dialogues to show how it worked, and obviously so it doesn't really know what to make of that modification. So let's back in the game. This time it's gonna work. Alright, so if I say no, I haven't modified the no dialogue. So if I say no, it gives me a different answer that if I said yes. Obviously, as I said, it doesn't work with yes because of modification I did last time. But if I show you him, he just says rabbit, and you can answer rabbit, and he says rabbit. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be using for a while in the next few videos and stuff like that. But once I need to make something a bit more complex, I'm going to rework it. But yeah, yeah. Something else that I did, let me go into the cafeteria. I added a character and lamps. So this one's not new, but these are new. These lamps, you can turn them on and off. They're connected to the power grid, and there's this little guy just chilling on the sofa. He's called Snout Boy. As I said in the last video, I was gonna make maybe a cat sleeping on the couch, but that's more my style, you know. I like a slime. I like to make a slime. I like to animate a slime, so that's what I did instead of a cat. Maybe there's gonna be a cat later, but it's a bit harder to draw and animate, obviously, than a slime. So yeah, and oh yeah, two more things. One is kind of just to make the game look prettier, and it's outside of the base. In the previous videos, you probably where I showed the outside, you probably noticed that it was going to be it was just a vast expanse of nothing on all the sides of the base. Like it's just a base, a flat plane, and in the middle of a flat plane, and then the void. Well, obviously that wasn't going to stay for long, and two sides of the square map are going to be like blocked with mountains. These mountains here that I did, they are not completely done, but I think they give a good feeling, you know, of a giant thing that like you can't go over and stuff like that. So I like it, and maybe there's gonna be some secret chambers inside them. I don't know yet. I mean, I know for sure there's gonna be. Yeah, I just haven't done them yet, and I don't know what's gonna be inside them. So yeah. But yeah, I really like how it looks, but right now it's just, you know, not very functional. It's just useless. But so I don't have a lot of things to say. The two other sides of the map that are not blocked by the mountains are going to be like, probably one of them is going to be either the ocean or just like one of those when you go so far that it tells you like you're getting out of the game zone, go back or die, you know, one of those, and like you pass out and you wake up, you know, back at the base. Either that or the ocean. I'm not sure yet. I need to look up. I actually need to look at the map of Antarctica to see if there are mountains close to the ocean. Whatever. So as you can see, I'm in the basement. I'm not necessarily, actually it's not a basement, but I'm underground. So basically, to give you a quick like idea of the game story and narrative, this base in Antarctica was built as part of a research project on like basically like maybe environmental sciences, like you know, these type of things like biology, what's it called when you study the weather, stuff like that, you know. But when they were building the base, they needed to do a basement, and also like in the basement put labs to make like you know, take samples of the ice deep, the permafrost and stuff like that. So and as they were building, they came across a man-made structure, this, and they blew it up. This is a hole that's made with dynamite, and they started making archaeological yeah, an archaeological site. So as you can see, for now, the actual basement part, like with the labs and, as I say, the boiler room and stuff like that, is not done. But this is what I'm working on right now, is this archaeological site. And that's where most of the game is gonna happen, right? That's kind of the thing, the interesting part of the game, where the gameplay is going to be like, you start in this first room, then you do some puzzles to go to the next room, discover more about the civilization that lived there, stuff like that, you know, just some archaeological tomfoolery, basically. So I did a few things. First of all, I modeled the room. Here the roof is collapsed, and I'm probably going to make later some sort of like another room above that you can go later, and like you can go down there, like in Metroidvanias. There's all sorts of shortcuts like that, you know. But yeah, that's for later. There's this door that's open right for now and open to the void, but later it's not going to be open. You're going to have to solve a puzzle to open it. This puzzle, first of all, a lot of floodlights that I did. You can't turn them on or off yet. I haven't decided if they're connected to the grid or not, or if there's like a generator in the corner or stuff like that. So I haven't made anything to power them off. But basically, when they are all turned on, that's what they look like. So I made use of the lighting to highlight game elements. So obviously, when you come in, there's this one to show you the room. Then you can see there's 3 lamps that point to this wall, and 2 lamps that point to this, and maybe maybe you notice, maybe you haven't, because it's not modeled yet, but to this thing. I'll go back to that later, but yeah. The reason all these floodlights point to this wall, well, is because it's going to be a fresco. Obviously right now it's nothing, but it's going to be a gigantic fresco with drawings and writing that will help you solve the puzzle to open the door. Obviously the door is being illuminated because that's where you need to go, and this is being illuminated. This I haven't made the model yet, but is the apparatus that you're going to use to open the door, and kind of like the key to the puzzle. So what is it? It's a code. The big button is not here to stay, obviously, so it's for testing. But basically, you have this. You have 4 compartments here that you can write into. At most two letters. And it's going to be, obviously, as the button implies, a code. Once you get the code from deciphering the fresco, you can move on. And it's going to be, the gameplay loop is going to be similar to that most of the time. Obviously, it's a first room, so it's too familiar as a player with the concept of the game, and obviously it's going to be simple, right? You know, I say that I wanted to make a hard game, maybe a disconcerting game. Maybe I said that in earlier videos, but it's going to be easier. It's not going to be easy. The first room is not going to be easy. It's going to be easier than the next few. Well, the rest, basically, of the rooms. So I'm working currently on the puzzle offline, and I don't plan on showing the solution here. I don't want it to be a walkthrough, but know that it's going to be quite difficult to work on. I'm not going to display the solution, but obviously I'm going to show you the fresco when it's done, and you know, I can't, I won't show you the solution, but I'll show you how this works. Obviously, right now there's no door, but once there's a door, I'll show you how it opens and stuff like that. This aside from the model, is almost completely done. Obviously, they still need to make a button, a textured button so it looks like part of the design. But yeah, once I'm done with these, technically it's done. Like, I don't need to do anything. I can connect it to anything that takes a signal, basically, and just when you enter the right combination, the correct code signal is emitted. Otherwise, it emits a wrong code signal, which you might say it's useless, but maybe this one's going to be forgiving. If you input the wrong code, it's not going to do anything. But later on, when you input the wrong code, maybe one too many times, or maybe even once, there might be some things that happen. I'm not sure what, to be honest. But there's going to be some bad things happening. That's for sure. Maybe some spikes coming out the ground. No, that's a bit too cliche. But you know what I mean. Some penalty if you don't input the right code first try or for 3 tries. So that's what I've been working on, to be honest. It's taken me a lot of time, obviously. But yeah, I'm quite happy about that. I'll see you in the next video, probably. I'll probably keep working on the underground part of the game, and yeah, I hope you have a nice one. See ya!